Water. Earth. Fire. Air.
Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and I'm so excited to finally be showing you the Overwatch 2 and Avatar skin collection, because not only is this from a show that I grew up watching, but now it's with a game that I've put my life and soul into. So finally, let's show off all of the skins and cosmetic items that come bundled in with all of these skins. First off, we're gonna start off with who the show is named after. Of course, that is Twinkle Toes himself, Aang as Zenyatta. Now, I will admit this is a little bit of a creepy looking skin because Zenyatta is in Aang's avatar state. They changed his eyes to have the avatar glowing blue eyes, the iconic blue arrows on his bald forehead. Luckily, they didn't change his skin tone. They just kept him a metal Omnic. But the collab skins aren't the only thing that's going to be bundled in with these skins. We're also going to be getting a bunch of other cosmetics, which includes the air sign insignia weapon charm that you can use for Aang Zenyatta or any other here that you want to attach to it. He's also going to be getting a spray where we see Aang Zenyatta using the dragon. We're also getting 2 Aang-inspired voice lines.
It is easy to do nothing. It is hard to forgive.
And the second one?
Anyone is capable of great good and great evil.
You know, I know these are quotes from Aang directly from the show, but whenever Zenyatta says them, it just sounds like Uncle Iroh saying them, just so wise. But do you remember Aang's signature move, his air scooter? Well, we're gonna be able to see that with the Zenyatta highlighted show. It just makes me so happy seeing this because, well, it's just such an iconic part about him. But last but certainly not least, Aang Zenyatta is also gonna be getting this emote, which you might recognize if you watch the intro of the show. But along with showing off the skins, I also wanted to show off the sound effects because they took them directly from the show and applied them to some of the effects within game. Just take a listen.
My soul ignited. Experience tranquility.
Dude, isn't this such a cool collab? Next up, we got the Blind Bandit themselves, Toph Venture. Their very first legendary skin, their first collab skin, and boy, what a skin to deliver for Venture. I mean, this is perfect. Toph, they're an Earthbender. Venture, they're an Earth Eater, Rock Eater. This was a match made in heaven. But out of all the skins, I think this has some of the coolest references from the show. Of course, we see Momo, the flying gleamer in the side of the backpack, also the belt that Toph wins during the tournament when they first meet Aang and the gang. Also, the earth-bending badgers is on at the top of Venture's drill. It's just, oh, it's just so cute, man. We also see the Earth insignia as a weapon charm. We also get 2 voice lines from Toph Venture.
Yeah, let's break some rules.
And then the second one?
Nice try, Twinkle Toes.
They couldn't include a Toph skin without giving them the Twinkle Toes voice line. We also see Toph doing the earth-bending intro like we see in the show. It's just such a cool reference, man. I love this collab. And just like Zenyatta Aang, Toph is also going to have some exclusive sounds where they're banging on the drums whenever they dig underground, and they get faster whenever you start to move around.
Gotcha!
The Banished Shamato brother meets the Banished Fire Prince himself, Lee, aka Zuko. Genji is always getting collab skins, but they always do something different to try to separate it from the collab itself. And here, they don't have Zuko's iconic scar. Where they do, it's just not the flesh scar, because here, he's a cyborg, so they replaced it with a robotic eye. I know a lot of people will complain about that because the scar is such an important and integral part about Zuko's story, so to replace it with a cyborg eye, people will be a little bit peeved, a little bit. But when they see the rest of the Zuko Genji skin, they'll forgive everything, because with the fire engulfing his left arm, along with all of Zuko's clothes seen when it is with the Fire Nation, we also see some amazing weaponry. Now, if you remember in the show, there was a scene where Zuko gave a knife to an Earth Kingdom kid, and on one side it was inscribed, made in the Earth Kingdom, but another inscription that said, never give up without a fight. Just love how they include it. But I also love his shurikens. We got a little bit of the Fire Nation insignia making up the 3 ends of the shurikens. It's just, oh, it's so good, man. I love this collab. I can't say it enough. We also get some other cosmetic goodies as well, like a Fire Nation weapon charm, and then we also see a victory pose where Genji is just fire kicking onto the ground. We also see a duality spray where this is supposed to be matched up with the Avatar Aang spray, but what is probably the best voice line in the whole entire collab?
That's rough, buddy.
That's rough! enough, buddy. Come on now. That's Zuko's line, and they made it to a voice line. We also see the emote from the intro as well, where Zuko is firebending, you know, like air, fire, you know, that whole thing that I've been describing with elemental bending. And just like Toph and Aang Genji, Zuko is also going to have some exclusive sounds from the game. And now they don't change the color of the dragon. I would have liked that, but just take a listen to this.
The wind blows in my favor.
Katara Mei, the free skin for this collaboration, in my opinion, my favorite skin from this collab. If they would have added a Cabbage Man skin, I definitely would say that would be the best one. Surprisingly, this is only an epic skin, while the other skins were all legendary. This was just a collab skin waiting to happen because Mei already kind of wears the jacket that the Water Tribe uses in the very first chapter and that Katara uses, and I think that's why it's only an epic skin, because they didn't really have to change that much. Really, the only thing that they changed was putting the Water Nation's insignia on her clothes and also giving Katara's iconic hairdo with the two little braids going end to end as well. Her gun's also made out of wood, and I don't know if this is supposed to reference anything. Like, I'm trying to remember, but I don't know. Like, maybe it's her little satchel that she uses for her water, but that's the only thing I can think of. Mei also gets the Water Tribe insignia as a weapon charm, a spray where she's just seen ice bending with Snowball, and of course, a voice line.
Love is brightest in the dark.
This, of course, comes from the episode where Aang and Katara are trapped in the tunnels and they have to let the crystals guide them, or should I say love, because this is where they kiss for the very first time. The waterbending emote to introduce the show is also seen here, where Katara Mei is waterbending. Katara Mei also has some special sound effects directly from the show, specifically when she uses her abilities. So this is a collab event, so that means Kiriko, of course, has to get a skin. So they decided to bring a one-off character, I guess technically two-off character back, and making Kiriko into Suki. Which, I mean, hey, if they were to ever give Kiriko a skin, Suki is the perfect candidate. This, alongside Mei, is also only an epic skin, which I'm so surprised by, because when you look at this, it's like you're just amazed with how much actually went into it. But then you realize all they really had to do was change her garments into that iconic green look that Suki always has, and also give her the face paint makeup and headband. Now, Kiriko's accessories, they didn't do too much to the kunai, but with the paper, they have the fans that the girls use that are in the show. And we also see with her cleansing grenade, the earth sign insignias are also on the side. And we see Kiriko using the fans that the Kyoshi army uses in this victory pose, along with this fantastic spray where she's actually using her Fuda papers rather than the fans themselves. We also see a highlight intro that is just so magnificent, so fluid, so beautiful. It's literally poetry in motion. And surprisingly, we see two voice lines coming from Suki Kiriko.
Are you trying to get on my bad side?
And the second one?
I'm a warrior, but I'm a girl too.
Ah, she's just so powerful, man. Here are all the sound effects for Kiriko in-game when using the Suki skin.
I'm here.
There's only actually one sound effect whenever you teleport to an ally, but it's still so cool to hear. And Aang's Flying Bison also joins the collab as Appa Orisa. Would I have loved to see Appa Winston get the skin? Absolutely. But I think Orisa is also a good candidate as well, especially when you think about it. Like, you can ride Orisa just like Aang can ride Appa. But I think my favorite part is changing Orisa's javelin into Aang's glider. This is his 1.0 glider, and that's such a cute little accessory change that just really makes me appreciate this collab, because they took so many different elements from the collab, including this amazing Appa emote where he's just floating, just like how he does in the show, because that's what he's mainly used for, is for flying. But if you're wondering where Momo's at, because he's just as important, if not the most important lemur in the whole entire show, well, don't worry, because Appa Orisa has a spray where she's seen holding Momo. Oh, but we couldn't have an Appa skin without Appa's iconic voice line.
Yep, yep.
Yep, yep. Come on, Appa, yep, yep! And just like Toph Venture, whenever Orisa uses the Appa skin, we hear that same sound effects of drums whenever she uses her abilities.
Securing 5 more.
But remember how I said I wanted a Cabbage Man skin? Well, this is the second best cosmetic that we could ever get. A cabbage weapon charm. Not only that, a cabbage Mori souvenir. I hate souvenirs, but I might actually have to use the souvenir because this is the closest that we're ever gonna see Cabbage Man in Overwatch 2. But that was the whole entire Overwatch 2 Avatar collab skin set. Please let me know what your favorite skin was, because while I love all of these skins in this whole entire collab, Katara Mei still has my heart. But until the next time, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.